Ok, estamos en vivo. Ok. Hola a todos, bienvenidos al directo del día 27 de marzo del 2023. Yo soy el Meduso y estamos de vuelta con Slay the Princess. Cosa que no pensé decir tan pronto, pero al parecer lanzaron una pequeña actualización en la demo y han incluido nuevos endings. Así que vamos a intentar sacar nuevos endings. Lamentablemente también reseteó los logros que ya tenía en algunos de los casos, así que vamos a tener que volver a sacar algunos de los logros. A ver qué tal. Hola Noble, ¿cómo estás? Morbin Time. ¿Qué tal Noble? ¿Cómo te va? Ok, vamos a cambiar al juego. Let's go. Ok, vamos a ver. Espero que en esta esquina no tape mucho mi cámara. El audio parece bien. Black Tabby Games. Let's go. ¿Todo bien? Me alegro. Preferencias. Volumen ya está al máximo. El problema de este juego es que el volumen era muy bajo, si la memoria no me falla. Vamos a subirle un poco. Y espero... A ver, también déjenme acomodar el micrófono, que lo tengo todo mal acomodado. Vamos a subirnos un poco el volumen por acá también. Ok. Creo que ahí está listo. ¿Listo para el StarCraft 1? Tengo que instalar el mod que me mandaste, pero sí. No te puedo asegurar a qué horas vamos a jugar porque el miércoles probablemente tenga que salir de la ciudad, pero sí es probable que llegue a tiempo. Son los mapas, ok. Start game, let's go. El héroe y la princesa.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
¿Dónde está mi opción de...? Aquí está. Tengo mis 6 viejos, afortunadamente. Return. Siempre quise matar a un monarca, viva la revolución. Vamos a repetir algunas de las cosas. Si quieres 6 AM. No, de por sí tengo que salir temprano.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Okay.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The blade is your...
Okay, ya conocemos esto, así que me estoy saltando algunos de las conversaciones.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and...
Acercar al...
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Si dan un poco el screen, ¿le quieres dar StarCraft 1? No, es un poquito tarde, la verdad. Lo hacemos el miércoles con calma. Y no creo que el stream dure poco, son como 4 endings nuevos y no tengo ni idea de cómo sacarlos.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Mínimo para ver si funciona.
Focus on the task.
Si son mapas tienen que funcionar. Hechos con el editor.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
¿Cambiaron la actriz de voz? No suena parecido.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, You'll have to get close enough to use it.
Estoy casi seguro de que cambiaron a la actriz de voz. Esta es más grave. Sí, tienes toda la razón.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Sigue llamándome la atención que nos vemos como un cuervo.
This is it, isn't it?
Lo que prefiero saber si funciona es más la conexión, Medu. Ni de broma soy José la partida.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
Pero para jugar en línea necesitamos, como no estamos conectados por LAN, vamos a tener que conectarnos a un servidor específico. Y de ahí crear la partida, poner la password y para que te puedas unir.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Sí.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Desde luego.
Yes,
Está bien muerto.
Exactly.
Ya, pero aún estamos en server, el internet tiene que ser igualito. Sí. Eso es cierto.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would, but that day isn't.
Leap y...
You open the cabin door, ready to return to only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Cambiaron la animación de acá.
What happened?
Antes era el cielo y las estrellas nada más.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you...
Ok, vamos a hacer un quick save aquí. Ok.
So glad you'll keep. This is what's best for everyone. Time passed.
Vamos a hacer el de...
Are we really happy? Really?
El final de que somos felices.
Have you ever changed? More happy to please. The little voice. Eventually you pass.
Good ending. Basta a todos. Para continuar. Ok, ese es el mismo. Vamos a... Quick load. Okay.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past.
De nuevo, vamos a hacer una save,
This
gente.
is the
Procede a
beginning
cargar un lugar.
of the
¡Oh! ¡De maldita sea!
This is
No me
what's
recuerdo
best
de
for
eso.
everyone.
Es muy probable que lo vuelva a hacer.
Trust me. Time passes. I do, but you're the blade. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid he's right. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness, do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is don't you dare.
No
How
estaremos.
astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. I know this is out there, but trust me, that little voice didn't want you to slay the prince.
Mejor que estés en lo correcto. Estaré muy molesto si morimos.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Si es morimos, puedes gritarme
I
todo lo
made
que
this
quieras.
happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for
Eres
saving the
main
world?
enanos
An
del caos
eternity
con su
of
super
bliss?
economía.
You
¿Ya salió
ingrate.
el DLC o todavía no?
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped, the princess's
Está.
body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh.
The end. Nice knowing you.
El espectro.
You're
Okay.
on a path in the wood. You're here to
Que me maté a mí mismo.
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess.
Ya Medo y su economía es una
Literally
puta
told you
mierda. No hay
that.
nada mejor que estar en turno, tener 0 de inco. Uf, no me digas, ¿en serio?
If he doesn't remember what
Okay.
happened, then maybe it's best to keep it. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before,
Ok, vamos a hacer esto.
a warning. She will lie. She won't be. The interior
Oh,
of the cabin is
hay un
cold.
espejo.
A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Ok, eso es nuevo. Vamos a hacer un save acá. Ok.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade
Ah,
sitting
no
on the
ve
table,
el-
and the door to the basement. There's nothing
El
else in
espejo.
here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
Me importa si me están mintiendo, me importa, quiero ver qué tan guapo soy.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Solo mira los videos de Taris. Ok, los veré, los veré.
I'm not
No he visto el
lying
nuevo.
to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Vamos a vernos en
Walk
el
up to the
espejo.
wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Ah, el espejo
It was there a
desapareció.
second ago.
Ok.
Now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Conseguimos el primer nuevo logro. Huh.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wood. The room below. Nobody's here. As much as I appreciate the optimism, I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Ok, bajamos
As
y
you
está el
descend the
cuerpo.
final step,
Aunque en una
the
posición
form of
diferente.
the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join
Me gusta
the
mucho el
head.
diseño en
Wait,
forma fantasma.
This isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Me acabo de dar cuenta que, según yo, hago esto para que no bloquee. Estoy bloqueando parte del texto con mi cámara. Oh. Vamos a mover la camarita para acá. Más o menos. Ok, ahora sí se ve el texto completo. Ahora de lo que te dije de la... Bueno, en este estado de los enanos es terrible.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went. Like how you murdered me.
Ok. Tienen un nuevo intro. Cool. The Spectre. Nicole Goodnight es la nueva actriz de voz. A ver, vamos a checar. Me da mucha curiosidad. Entonces, ¿cuál era la actriz de voz anterior? A ver. Late Princess. No, fuck. Slate. Fue en el 10. Déjame checar rápidamente en el directo original que hicimos. No, Nicole Goodnight es la misma actriz de voz. Supongo que simplemente volvió a grabar sus líneas. Interesante. Interesante. Sí, suena bastante diferente, ¿eh? Estoy buscando el ending de la... del fantasma, nada más para comparar las voces. Ajá. Disparar desde lejos.
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Sí, que sería mejor que simplemente... Sí, tienes razón, estaba hablando con una voz mucho más suave, muchísimo más suave. No sé por qué hicieron el cambio eso en la actuación de voz. Ok, vamos a probar ahora el final donde intentamos largarnos.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Actual media guerra de micros, sí.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue that good. What we're being asked to do here is ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Tengo un mensaje en Discord.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the... You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already... When I said everyone, I meant everyone. And last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in you. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Okay.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to... There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much every... And here we go. As you trudge into the wood, at first it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers work in every direction.
Oh, wow,
There is a
metieron un nuevo
path
efecto en esto.
and a cabin. And not just a cabin. The cabin. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Bueno, se lo merecen. The Stranger, okay.
You're on a path. You're here to... You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am a warning. She will lie. She will cheat. If we're stuck, ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake. Let's keep...
Ok.
The interior of the blade. If he wants us to... I, for one, would rather... I've already told you. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Nope.
You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was a... And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. You take the blade. Okay, fine, you took the knife. Then how are we supposed to... The other way. Thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Ok.
Really
Cambiaron algunas voces también del narrador.
Just make...
Oh, podemos decidir cómo agarrar el cuchillo.
You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a stair. The air here has an almost artificial quality to it. Her voice carries up the stairs. It's...
Hi, though.
Me encanta ese efecto de voz.
Is someone there?
Esto le agregaron una carita.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she? Well, she's not a princess, that's for sure. She is a princess. Don't let your imagination run wild.
Ay.
Is that company?
Agregan emojis en su
We
versión.
don't remember the last time we had company.
It takes you a moment to orient yourself before you're able to start moving forward. As you enter the next room, the form of the princess comes into view, her wrist bound to the far wall in heavy shackles. She locks eyes with you, one moving a little faster than the other, the loose skin of her face stretching into something resembling a smile. Holy shit. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine?
Why are you just standing there?
Ok.
Are you scared
Eso es
of
bastante
us?
creepy. Bastante creepy. Ok, ya habíamos visto esta versión. Ajá. Los games de nuevo. Vamos a ver qué pasa si aventamos el cuchillo, a ver si hay algo diferente.
You switch your grip. Yeah. It really doesn't. Haha, yes, do it. Seriously.
¡Oh! Conseguimos un nuevo logro.
The glass shattering as it flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without... I can't believe you actually did it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends? Oh well. If the princess wasn't going to do it, the heat death of the universe was going to come for it eventually.
Me encanta la voz de Contrarian. Tenemos el buen comandante con que Red Alert 3. Sí, aunque tendría que instalarlo. El problema es que el Red Alert 3 no jala bien con dos monitores a la vez. Tendría que desconectar uno de los dos.
The door to the air, her voice. This... Well, she...
We're a princess, but we can also be a friend.
It takes you a moment to orient yourself before you're able to start moving forward. As you enter the next room, she locks eyes with you. Holy shit. If we knew she'd be like this, maybe we wouldn't have tossed that knife out the window.
Why?
Ok. Mismo ending. Vamos a ver cómo sacamos los otros endings. Ok, start game.
You're on up. I'm talking. Don't. Look, you're already. While I appreciate them, nevertheless, and before you causality, it's no use unless of. Does it? Are you a monarch? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a. Oh, if only that were the case. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. Like I said. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But then each. So sure, go talk to her.
Vamos a ver.
See how that turns out. You make your. Into the blade.
Vamos a ir por el plan.
Door to the
Inocente.
basement.
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Ok, esta versión de la voz es más similar a la versión original.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy...
She's beautiful.
I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all... You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the... They're large and heavy. Far too solid for
Okay,
you to
no las
even...
podemos
I'm guessing
romper.
you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see...
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of... Is someone else here? You try the door.
No nos dejan salir, ok.
You make your way to the
Hola
bottom of the
Elios,
stairs.
¿cómo estás? Bienvenido,
This would have
bienvenido.
been
Buenas,
so
Henry
much
Badir. ¿Qué
easier
tal?
if you'd
Bienvenido.
just take easier for her, easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're...
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising in...
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Y se
hesitates
corta la mano,
before
let's
raising
go.
her arm to her mouth. Her teeth as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from... It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it... Or we could use... You won't like what happens if you... Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the print. You cut into her flesh.
Ok.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she
She
didn't.
did. Me encanta esa frase.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let... As the princess approaches the bottom... Wait, this is... Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Ok. ¿Cómo estás, Elias? ¿Qué me cuentas?
But the princess dodges, stumbling back.
¿De verdad?
against the
Vamos a hacer el final
wall.
verdadero,
There's a
¿sí?
chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Leighton Princess. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Juego el juego completo, ¿sí?
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance.
We both know this isn't you.
Oh, ok, cambiaron esto, normalmente aquí era donde ella te contraatacaba y te mataba.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Ok.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Ok,
She
sí.
plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
Okay.
It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry!
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
De una manera más cómica que bien fría, sí.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch burning.
Pero es más
pain
apropiado a la
slices
manera en
its
que
way
se está
into your
comportando.
body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry!
Eso está genial. Esto está genial. Esto es para foto de portada. Me encanta.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry!
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
La damisela, ok.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Creo que si hago el turn around and leave.
Are we running away? What, seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away
No
fast.
me dio el logro. Rayos. Load. No confundir esto. Load. Ok.
My tricks? If he doesn't remember what happened, then... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Cuando salga el juego del Hotel Insufrible, ¿serán videos o stream? Probablemente no lo haga. Al final, intenté jugarlo de nuevo, pero ya no puedo. Por lo menos hasta que saquen una mejor traducción.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. So all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving. A warning
¿se murió la cámara?
before you go any further.
Sí, murió la cámara. Ok, dame un segundo. Un segundo. Por algún motivo se salió de la pantalla. Ahí está. Ahí está. ver, a ver. Esta es la bolsa con la que mi gata estaba jugando hace rato. Tirándola por todos lados. Ok, ahí está. Listo. Ya pasó un segundo, ok, ahí está. Quedó un poquito choca, pero ahí está.
She will lie. She will cheat. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do. But I also speak from
Perdón,
the
estaba
heart.
contestándole a
My
Catherine.
passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. The interior of the cabin
se
is
ve como un
clean
castillo
and
ahora.
elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Vamos a salvar. Save. Sí. Medu, ¿prefieres StarCraft 1 pero fácil? Insane con los retrasos. Normal, la dificultad normal, no te preocupes. Jugamos como tiene que serlo. Ok, otra vez vamos a intentar ver el
Walk up to the
espejo.
wall next to the basement. What are you talking about? You reach forward,
Y de nuevo
rub your
desaparece.
hand against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Ok, no vamos a tomar el cuchillo.
The door
Cambió
to the basement
la
creaks
música
open,
también.
revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost, but it's still a stone basement.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last
Este
time.
tipo está.
I can hear
Simp.
wedding bells already.
Simp.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charm. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I was so worried about you. You remember me, right?
Oh, se acuerdan de nosotros. Ok. ¿Qué pasa si bajamos con el cuchillo? A ver si eso cambia en algo. Jugamos en normal y morimos épicamente, básicamente. Load.
You take the blade from the table.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and there's no use arguing over motivations right now.
¿Qué pasa si nos
Walk up to the
acercamos al
wall next to
espejo?
the basement.
What are you talking about?
You
And
Yeah,
now
that's
it's
right.
gone. Pity.
Tener el
We could have
cuchillo
a
no hace
feather out
nada
of the
contra el
door to the
espejo.
base, but it's a soft.
Hello?
Her voice. I've held my tongue. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. My love! You know she may. Oh, you're.
I was so.
Es el mismo. Ok. Vamos a volver a iniciar desde el inicio.
You're on up. You're here.
Curiosamente cambió su manera de expresarse dependiendo de cómo actué. Vamos a ver qué pasa si...
You make your way up. A warning. She will not ignore him.
¿Qué pasa si
The
procedemos en
interior of
silencio?
the blade.
Sí.
You take the blade. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
¿Habrá un final en el que te pisa hasta la muerte?
Walk down the stairs.
Claro que lo habrá.
And lock eyes. She's so coldly. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Haven't decided yet. ¿Qué pasa si...? Ok, vamos a ver.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do. The blade tumbles out of your...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment. We'll be fine. Don't know
Okay.
what you're hoping to accomplish here.
Vamos a ver
So
qué
here we
diferente.
are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation. Too long.
Note the lack of detail.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty.
Again, she offers...
Do you? You're lying.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure they're... Well, we can always put that knife to...
Her sharp eye. She isn't suggesting what I think she is.
Oh, have you decided...
You know why you're...
Ok, aquí hay dos potenciales. Ok, sí, aquí tenemos tres potenciales, finales potenciales. Vamos a hacer este.
That seems like a pretty good... Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will...
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. I know you think this is a fair compromise. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make the...
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the...
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here...
Slip these chains? She can't, right? Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement. Okay. You settle in. It isn't long.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easy? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably...
She sounds terrifying as she violently rattles the...
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece. You
Okay,
don't know
estamos
the kind of
repitiendo
enemy you've made tonight.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I can be innocent and harmless. And wanna be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws... It isn't all at once. The paralysis... Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a...
So helpless.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your...
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end. Don't...
It can't be. This can't... I'm sorry. Everything goes dark,
Okay.
and you die.
Nightmare.
You're on a... You're... Again? People don't... If he doesn't remember what... Shh! What if he hears us?
Ah,
That's a
pues
very
el
good
paranoico,
question,
eso es
little
nuevo.
voice. What if he does? Shit! I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, but... A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she... I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock. It doesn't matter. The interior of the cabin is plain.
Okay.
The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
Aquí están los
The only
ojos.
furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a... It's just an empty front. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck... So deep breath in...
Ok, vamos a ver qué pasa si... Vamos a hacer un save diferente.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She... Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. So focus up. You walk... What are you talking about? This is... You reach for... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something...
Can we have a bomb?
I don't know. Better than a knife? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Oh,
Cross
ok.
over the threshold
No vuelve a aparecer.
onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Holy shit.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Oh, okay.
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Ok, tenemos varias opciones aquí. Esta es una versión anterior.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Sí, esto es bastante nuevo.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Esto tendría más... Es que el problema es que no tengo luz. Déjenme... A ver, un segundo. No es mala idea. Vamos a ver cómo chingado se ve ahora. ¿Cómo me veo en cámara? A ver. Ah, la pantalla da suficiente iluminación, eso es bueno. Ok, esto da más ambiente. Debí haber hecho esto desde el principio. No se me ocurrió.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Ok.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go,
Se fundió.
I'm going to find you.
Ok. La izquierda, nunca puede ser
You
mal a la
turn to the
izquierda.
left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Ok, esta animación ya la habíamos visto antes. De Neymar. Ok, vamos a ver. Eso nos da varias opciones, de hecho. Este ending nos da varias opciones nuevas. Siempre y cuando realmente sean opciones nuevas y no sea nada más un truco. A ver, el load. ¿Qué pasa si nos lanzamos al vacío entre las...
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen? How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything? You make your way as you emerge. No, I'm not. We're going to... Please.
I wouldn't give it too much.
Vamos de regreso en el camino.
You turn back to the stairs, a faintly outlined path.
There you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly.
Oh, este es el quick load. Lo que queremos es el load normal. Okay, ¿qué
Finally,
pasa?
avoid. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions.
Okay, vamos a
You
hacer
make your
plan
way to the
asesino.
bottom of the
Sin
stair.
miedo.
As you emerge, are you really not gonna? No, I'm not. I can't. Please stop saying.
I wouldn't give it too much.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are.
As the princess approaches, your arms. This is it.
And you brought your.
There has to be. What did you do?
I wonder.
No, es igual. Ok, vamos a ver. Si bajamos en silencio.
You make your way to the bottom of the as you emerge. Are you really? No, I'm not. Excuse. I can't. Please.
I wouldn't give it.
A la derecha.
You turn to the faintly outlined.
There you
Ah,
are.
As the
maldita
princess
sea.
approaches, your arms. This is it.
And you brought your little.
What did you do?
I wonder.
Ok, es igual en esta situación. Es un ruquito, entonces realmente las decisiones aquí no... ¿Qué pasa si... Quick load. Vamos acá el quick load.
Did he make it go away?
¿Qué pasa si entramos sin el cuchillo?
More the air seeping. Okay. You attempt. Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best. You make your way as you. Are you? No, I'm not. Excuse. I can't. Please.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you.
Vamos a ver,
It
quick
doesn't
load.
really matter.
No, este no es el quick load que quiero. Ok, perdón, estamos explorando. Metemos.
We should have taken that. You cross more up the air.
I didn't think.
Okay. Didn't you hear something? You make your way as you emerge. Are you? No, I'm. Excuse. I can't. Please.
I wouldn't give it.
You decide.
There you are.
As the princess approached, your arms. This is it.
No little knife this time. It's almost like.
There has to be. What did you?
Ok. Lamentablemente son elecciones falsas. Quizás en la versión completa sí tenga variación ahí.
You're here. While I have never and before cause it's no unless does it are you of course I mean then I guess with it so sure you're not gonna go the blade. You take her voice. She sound don't let it Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
A ver qué
Luck,
pasa si
hero.
voy a la...
You walk down the steps. She's so focused on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me. I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't? Don't you dare. It's fine. You ignore the trembling in your hands.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking.
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just...
Do you hear the She's unarmed.
Princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed. It feels like you've been hit with a... Holy shit, that hurt. Though she's unarmed.
The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many. We can still turn this around.
Ok, tenemos varias opciones acá. Yep. Podemos escapar y...
Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs. The princess is...
Do you really think you can...
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains.
Ok.
They creak and strain as she pulls against
nuevo?
them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor. Useless. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper, you settle in against the far. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue.
Ok, vamos a ver qué tiene diferente.
Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things... It's not like this little door will help.
She sounds as she violently...
When I get out of here, I'm going to... You can...
No.
These aren't threats. These are promises.
You put the princess... You jolt. Where is she? You...
So...
You're...
I'd say better than...
It can't be. Everything...
Ok,
You're on
me lleva el
a- you're-
mismo. Dale, load. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to fit. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking.
Oh,
The two of you fall.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice and
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Ok.
there it is again. That razor sharp, but you don't have the time to worry over such things.
Adversari.
You're on a path. You're here. I can assure you that if he doesn't remember what happened, you know I can hear you. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin. That's
winning.
the spirit. A warning, she will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take, Crystal. Let's...
Acceder a la cabina. Let's go.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior
Parece
would
casa de los
suggest.
Picapiedra.
Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only the blade is your... You walk up to... What are you talking about? You reach forward, but there was a minute, and now it's gone! So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting. You take the blade from the altar. The door to the bed. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Puedo hacer las dos cosas.
As you descend the
Oh,
final
wow.
step, the
Hello.
form of the princess comes into view. a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Howdy.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes!
Oh, sí, sí lo traje.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Sí, sí, por favor. Yep, zip. 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 Ok, tenemos este nuevo, el otro ending. ¿Qué pasa si nos rendimos? Give up?
Are you serious? As internal bleeding sets, you lacked the will to finish the job. Your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest
Okay,
and
okay.
pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat. She leans into it with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved.
That's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes black,
Ok.
and you die.
Oh, la torre. Eso.
You're
La
on a
torre.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and you're here to A terrible sense if he doesn't remember what happened. You know I can hear. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do. She is not going to kill you unless you let her.
Ok.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I... A warning. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even... Can we tone down the pessimism? I'm not being a pessimist. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot... I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just rescue her. Given the stakes of the situation, there
Okay.
isn't really a difference between rescuing
Este es
her
el
and
primer ending
pledging
completamente
yourself to
nuevo que
her. So
conseguimos.
please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on... If that's what you want. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so... We don't feel small.
Ok.
You walk up to... What are you talking about?
Al
Reach
revés.
for we should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. You take the blade from the altar. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her, her booming voice rolls up the
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You
Ok.
weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Ok,
Should
sí.
we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to... Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view. The princess towers over you, almost
Holy
glowing in
shit.
the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. That isn't what she looked like last time. The chain is nothing
Oh no,
to
great.
her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Lamento, písame por face. Yup.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Oh, wow. Ah, ok, interesante. Vamos a ver si esto tiene algún resultado diferente. Lo dudo, pero... Vamos a salvar esta. Drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself
Nope.
out of it.
Muy tarde.
Kneel.
Yep.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Zip. Zip, zip, zip. Zip. La torre. Ese es el nuevo final, completamente nuevo. ¿Qué pasa si nos resistimos? Load.
As if on command, the blade
Oh.
slips from your grip, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more. Oh, I understand what's going on.
Kneel.
Ok, intentar resistirse no pasa nada. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees
Okay.
hit the floor.
That's my good little...
Cool. Ok. Entonces, ¿cómo sacaremos el final de...? Porque antes así era como sacábamos el de la bestia, si no me equivoco. Déjame checar rápidamente en Steam qué otros finales nuevos tenemos. A ver si nos dan alguna pista de cómo sacarlos. A ver. Steam. Prisionero. Ok, hay 4 finales nuevos que no he podido sacar. La bestia, no. Yo me acuerdo que saqué el final original de la bestia, pero no sé cómo sacarlo. Y hay otros 3 finales nuevos, incluyendo una referencia de Witch, de la película. A ver cómo sacamos esos 3 nuevos finales. Vamos a ver.
The door to the... Her voice.
Who's there?
She sound... Don't let it fool...
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
Multiversus muere el 7 de abril y regresa en 2000 porque acaba la beta abierta. Ah,
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the
¿estaba en beta abierta? El juego estaba en beta. Creí que... Oh, sacaron DLCs para ese juego. No,
She's so coldly beautiful.
Johnny, la gente está muy loca.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
Then
Oh,
drop the knife.
We should. Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade
Thank you. Maybe not.
against your... Will be fine. Don't know what you're hoping to...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're 2 people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down? I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Princess hesitates, but she doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have she knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she...
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Ok. Vi una edición... Tocaron pases de batalla, Medu. Vi una edición fundadora.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have whoever sent you to slay me claimed that doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either.
She has a point.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I don't, but you don't really know me, do you?
She's right about one thing.
Like I said, so do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't. Well,
Her sharp. She isn't. She is.
oh.
You know what.
Ok. Y Slay the Princess me lleva a la pelea. Y...
Have to be. You walk up to the chains. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to
Regalan
even
más cosas que
imagine
regresan en el...
trying to break
Pero,
them
en el...
apart.
Pero no más, para eso mejor dejas una versión aparte con la que tienes y avisas cuando no abro... Sí, no manches.
If you
Medio
don't have the
ridículo.
key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the prince.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost if we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to find. You attempted to... Someone else... You try the door. You're here. Your shouts, and I'll repeat myself once again. You make your way back. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't like. Against your better, you cut into her flesh. The
Okay.
blade is. She didn't so much as utter a free. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's...
Ok, hagamos otro quick save.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too as the princess. Wait, watch me. You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Fine.
Día de puro jugar multiversos o crear contenido. Zep.
Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one,
Ok.
but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air, but she's ready.
Ooh.
She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
Holy shit.
You drop the blade, pathetically.
Ok. Wow.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact. Unknown ruptures
Sería un
blossom
golpe
with blood
normal,
somewhere
sí.
inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes her knee falls to your throat. It can't just end. I'm sorry. Everything
Okay.
goes dark.
Yo doy.
And you...
The tower de nuevo. Ok.
You're on a path. You're here. Again. If he doesn't... You know I... What does it matter?
La torre de nuevo. Ok. Loot. Pivot.
As the blade falls from your trembling, you fall to your knees. Every blow is as punishing as the first.
Ok, este es
You feel
diferente.
bones shatter with every impact. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape.
Oh, too weak to even.
She places a confident heel on your chest. Her knee falls. It can't just... I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
Ok. No, the tower de nuevo. Ok. ¿Cómo saco te vis ahora entonces? Oh, puta. Lo volví a hacer. Volví a hacer lo de siempre. ¿Cuándo no? Estábamos esperando a que volviera a pasar eso.
While I nevertheless am caused and for you, I mean, that I then each. So sure, go talk to her. See how you make your way. We're not ignorant.
No, de nuevo.
The blade is your. You
Don't.
She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop?
Look how. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Drop it.
Thank you.
I don't.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Don't just.
I don't.
Just out.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did ending the
She doesn't.
at the end of whoever said that?
She has a.
So, but you don't
She's right.
like. So do.
Ok.
Oh, have you?
You know. Oh, you. They're laughing.
I'm get.
No doubt.
Well,
She. We were. You were. You tried one. You made it easy.
I heard the night.
You.
Vamos a salvar aquí. Save the princess. Vamos a ver
Can't
si
let you
podemos
do.
hacer.
How?
Thank.
No. As the. Wait. Watch me.
Ok, le advertimos.
Stop that.
I thought this was a.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the. Stop it. Stop.
¿Qué pasa si... Ok. Si resisto una vez más?
The blade. Move.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Ok.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical.
Ok. Esta versión sí sabe cómo matar a alguien.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Ok.
And you
Prisoner. Ah, ok. Sacamos uno
You're
nuevo.
on a path. You're here. Don't forget what he did to us the
Lo siento,
last
lo
time
siento, lo
around.
siento, lo siento,
I
sí.
wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's
Es
got
que
to be a
te-
way out of here. For us and for the princess. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't, you know I can hit. And as far as...
Ok, presento te
A
cabin.
warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Yes, yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take... Did you just say wink?
Wink a un lado.
No, I didn't.
Wink.
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 Just ignore this clown and...
Como el narrador controla el mundo y a la princesa sí, y en otros puntos se le va
The
completamente de
interior
las
of the
manos.
cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls and thick, Wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor. The blade is... You walk... What do you... You reach... Now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. You take a good idea.
Ok.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
Que realmente sea el hermano o algo de la princesa del narrador. ¿Quién sabe?
Dancing across glimmering
Esta narrativa puede ir a
patches of
cualquier
moss and
lado.
stone. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up
Es
the
básicamente... ¿Cómo se llama este juego? The Stanley Parable. Pero con una waifu.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
stairs. Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and
okay.
lock eyes with the princess.
Le pusieron
She
más
looks up at
cadenas.
you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Sí.
What
Es
an
cierto.
interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sí, era. Ok, interesante. Esta versión la intenté liberar y ahí se dio cuenta de que realmente había tomado la decisión de liberarla. Me mató rápido, en consecuencia de eso. Pero ahora la han aprisionado más fuerte. De una manera más fuerte y de que no puedes liberarla simplemente cortándole las manos. ¿Qué pasa si salvamos a la princesa?
Again, you cut into her. She didn't so much as a free from how. No, we won't. As the wait, watch me.
Ok. Le
Stop
advertimos.
that. You're...
Y después atacamos.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade, but she's ready for it. You drop the blade, she lets go, and there's a
Okay, yeah.
to your every. She places a copper. I'm sorry, everything. You're on the
Tenemos
path
este.
in the woods.
Load. Entonces intentamos Slay the
Without
Princess.
hesitation,
Ok.
you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act.
Okay.
She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking the two of you struggle on the ground. You lash. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Ok.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out? Do you think this is... Can you not feel the two of you clash for the...
Oh. This? Do you?
There, but you don't have the time to... Everything goes black.
You die.
And you die.
No, este me lleva de nuevo a tu
You're on a
adversario.
path in the woods.
Ok, ¿cómo sacamos la otra vez el de... El de The Beast. También nos falta el de Witch.
You're here. Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way. She will not. The blade. Her voice
Hello?
is. Don't let.
Wait, really?
I see.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down. I am begging you.
Hi. I hope you brought something to deal with.
You were.
Vamos a ver, salvar. Vamos a salvar aquí.
You're only making this more.
Thank you.
You're making. No, they're large.
I'm guessing
Maybe down.
maybe there's some way to break the chain. Or if that doesn't work.
She offers the. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we would attempt to. Your shout. You tried to.
Ok.
You make
Dale,
it
vamos
easier
a
for
ver.
everyone.
I heard
Vamos a
the door
liberarla
slam.
y después vamos
They
a
locked you
intentar
down here too,
matarla.
didn't they?
There's a slight panic
If I could just get out of these chains.
as she rips her flesh from her, or you won't like.
Ok, a ver, tenemos dos opciones acá. Vamos a intentar Slate.
Without hesitation, the wound drives her to the ground.
Oh, ok.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Ok.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive,
Ok,
she
aquí
crouches
es como
on all
sacamos
fours
la
in the
bestia.
corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. I thought we had the upper hand to act. She's wounded and unarmed. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow,
Te ves, por
she
fin.
lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're
Sí, su
tackled
forma
to
de
the ground.
pelear
Your
cambia
body racked
completamente.
with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw.
Me encanta que tiene el brazo
Forget
medio
about
cortado.
trying to rescue her. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well. Your blade having left, you seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you. We can still turn this.
Ok, vamos a salvar este también. Vamos a
You
terminar el
steel
trabajo.
your
A ver si-
resolve and to take another step closer to the princess. Excuse me? Do you think this is what? Can you not feel? You take another step forward, and the princess lunges. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further.
Ok.
You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Ok.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
There it is again. That razor-sharp looking, but you don't have the time left to worry about such.
Oh no, este es The Witch. Huh.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Pensé que esta era la
If
bestia.
you don't, it will be the end of the
El
world.
estilo de pelea era muy de la bestia.
I can assure you, if he doesn't remember what brilliant, we need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust. You know I can hear. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Ok, el oportunista.
A warning. Before you, she will lie. Don't worry. The
Huh.
interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf.
with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Ok.
The blade is your implement.
Nos acercamos al espejo de nuevo.
Walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
De nuevo,
Reach
no hay nada.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Claro, el sótano.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs.
Ok.
Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember
I
what
know
you've
who
done.
you are.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine?
Okay.
Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend
Está
the basement
encadenado todavía,
steps,
pero tiene un fuego.
entering the dark room below.
Tiene elementos bestiales, justamente. Huh.
A fire crackles in the center of the room, casting unsettling shadows across the dirt walls. The princess crouches on the other side.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
Ok. Hello. Curioso. Ok. Esto se ve más o menos como la bestia, pero no es exactamente eso. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué pasa si... give up here?
Are you serious? As what's left, the princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you.
Se ve más como una
before
columnaria
retreating.
que una bestia. Eso es cierto. Tienes razón. Aunque con cola.
Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Ok.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd...
This is the end. Before you can answer, everything goes black.
Te vi, ahí está. Simplemente tenía que cambiar a rendirme en lugar de terminar la
You're
pelea.
on you're here to... Again? If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here. You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. A warning. She will lie. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom?
La voz
Or
del
is it just
cazado.
acting out its nature?
De la presa, más bien. La voz de la
I
presa.
don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this. Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through
Está todo
cracks and
deformado.
holes. The blade is your
Otra vez el espejo.
Walk up to... What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your... But there was a mirror, and now it's gone.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet,
Una jungla.
as if you're descending into a jungle. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Oh,
The last step gives way to the damp earth
Estaba aquí de
floor
este
of a
lado.
starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. A chain rattles in the underbrush, and as its links
Okay.
drag across the floor, you see pieces of her move in and out of the shadows.
cambiaron bastante eso. En la versión original, el final de la bestia era un final más combativo entre tú y ella. Se daba... Tu voz interior era de: esa maldita nos mató, debemos tomar venganza, ¿no? Eso lo parece que lo movieron al adversario.
Remember, she's just a princess. She's certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. She emerges, her shining eyes and glistening claws visible in the gloom, staring
Tiene más sentido la
hungrily at you
cavernícola
from
ser.
the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Solo se ve con la bestia. Ok, sí. Ni siquiera la muestran, la mantienen escondida. Ok. Nos falta un ending. Una furra. Sí. Final furry. ¿Sabes por qué, Medu? Load. Si salimos corriendo nada más nos lleva de
The
regreso.
princess, what if she doesn't? You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You close the base. Okay, you settle in again. It isn't long.
I know. It's not like
Ok,
this little
sí,
door.
la repetición de la anterior. Vale, vamos a cargar este.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Creo que es más
place
que
the
obvio,
blade
¿sí?
and cut into her. The blade is sharp. Her limb. She didn't. No. She smiles softly as her gaze. How is she still?
Thank you.
No, we won't. As the princess approaches.
Ok, vamos a salvar de nuevo. ¿Qué pasa si
Wait,
la
watch
atacamos
me.
acá?
What are you doing?
Ah,
Okay, there's no going back. You bring the blade down to strike the prince, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside.
Oof.
Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? She pounces on you with the same. It's not enough. If we're lucky, can't just as much as I'd prefer. Everything goes
Oh,
dark.
ok, ahí me mató,
And you
de hecho.
die.
Y lleva Witch nuevo. Ok, cargar.
Wait, watch me.
Marker.
Stop that.
Something.
Your body lunges forward. The blade, but the princess died. Stop it.
¿Y qué pasa si hago
Thank
esto?
you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Ok.
She pounces on you with the same animal, but you have a weapon. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor. Your body, if we're lucky, the wound you manage, it can't just as much as I'd prefer. Everything
Ok,
goes
que me lleva
dark.
esto.
And
A Wish también.
you're on a
Ok, entonces, ¿cómo sacamos? Nos falta uno nada más. The Razor. Tiene que ver con cuchillos probablemente. Se me ocurre una idea, que era una manera sacar el logro en la demo original.
Does it? While ever and because it's and for you, of course. I mean, good. A warning. She will not. The blade. Take. Don't let.
Don't.
She's so focused on.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop?
Look how. Don't you? It's fine. You ignore that.
You poor thing.
You step forward. Your grip.
I'm probably chained up in this space. So,
Do you hear the? She's unarmed.
Are you sure she's not armed? Ok, cuando presionabas esto, la versión original, de repente ella tenía un cuchillo. Vamos a ver si hacer eso en esta versión de Island y nuevo.
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she.
hesitate. Then I'm not talking to you. I guess we are.
For the love of every. Or drop the blade.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, you charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out. With the last bit of your will,
Oh,
the two of you collapse on the floor together,
Está
rapidly
sonriendo.
bleeding out.
Libro original de Happy Feast. He leído que está súper raro. No tengo interés, pero sí he leído que según es súper raro.
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
There it is again. That raid, but you don't have the time to worry
Okay.
over such things.
The Razor. Sí, me imaginé. Esta era la manera de sacar la versión nueva.
You're on a path in the wood. You're here to slay her. I can't. If he doesn't remember what. Are we sure we don't want to turn around and hightail it out of here? I really don't want to be stabbed to death. Well, you won't have to worry about that. That's exactly what you told us last time. But as soon as we tried to slay her, she just started stabbing us to death. Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear.
Ok, let's go.
A warning. She will lie. No, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt. It's good to be careful, but you're really not helping with all that talk about. Agreed. Just. The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a point. The blade is your implement.
There's the mirror.
What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was a mirror. Now it's gone. For the love of everything, can we just get this over with already? All this waiting is killing me. You take the blade from the Okay. Holding it.
Basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if
Por
they
el
were
rancio,
torn
rancio,
from their
rancio, super
source
rancio.
and
Y el editor
violently jammed
original
into
que hizo
the
Michael
wall.
Jordan cuando se puso pedo. What the fuck?
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a
Space Jam.
favor.
El que se inventó iPash Wolf. Ese video que hizo iPash está absolutamente genial.
That's right! Scraping! I told you she has something. I told you! That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Dios santo.
There's something wrong with that voice. I can hear her bloodlust. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody, quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Toda falsa la
We're not
voz.
falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Uf, holy shit. Ok. Eso está bastante turbio. Una versión muy jodida de Wolverine. Let's go. Lo tenemos. Y listo. Con esto tenemos todos los nuevos logros del juego, de la demo. Incluyendo los nuevos endings. Bastantes nuevos endings, Metieron creo que 5 nuevos. Y modificaron, la verdad, bastante varios de ellos. Tower es nuevo, Razor es nuevo, Prisoner es nuevo, Wish es nuevo. Y el de Adversario, Bestia, Stranger, de Adversario, Bestia y Spectre. Digo, el de Nightmare los cambiaron bastante también. Está interesante. Muy, muy chido, la verdad. Sí, bien malas para merecerlo. Como My Immortal 2 ahorita, ¿sí? Está chido. Muy chido, la verdad. Vamos a ver si han actualizado la página de la tienda. Tienen un nuevo trailer, por lo visto. Vamos a ver. Fecha de lanzamiento todavía está anunciada para este año, pero no han dicho nada fuera de eso. Vamos a ver al Twitter. Slate Princess, Twitter. Ah, parece que esta es la versión de nuevo que estuvo en PAX. La lanzaron en PAX. Parece que recibió muchas reviews muy buenas de esa convención. Sí, al parecer mucha gente no lo había probado cuando salió originalmente la demo original. Parece que lo probaron mucho durante la convención y está ganando muchos seguidores a base de eso. Cosa buena, se lo merecen. El juego está bastante chido. Y a ver qué tal. Multiversus regresará en Endgame. Eso es cierto. Sale y vale. Vamos a dejarlo aquí por ahora. Muchas gracias a los que se pasaron en directo. Muchas gracias. A ver, Noble, obviamente. Hubo otra persona que se pasó. Elizo, también, muchas gracias. Y gracias a todos los que vean el bot más tarde. Si les gustó, por favor dejen un like, síganme en Twitter, suscríbanse al canal, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Yo soy el Meduso, muchas gracias por ver. Que tengan una bonita noche. Hasta la próxima.